Welcome to today's mindful message. If you are new to this thread, my name is Anna, but I go by Honeybee in the most playful way. This is how I choose to be and decide to be in this world. It's a story of my transformation and who I've decided to become. And so there is also an opt in below. You can click get a free meditation, rest and relieve your negative thought patterns. So if you're in a place in your life where you're feeling like the self sabotage is real, now's the time to rest and release it, let it go. And so meditation has helped my life in so many ways, which is why I have become a soul alignment guide. I love doing this inner work. I love working with my clients and really uplifting and bringing them to a place from self sabotage, doubt, limiting beliefs to limitless beliefs. And this is all possible through meditation, breath work, movement, mindset shifts, mindset shifts, mindset shifts. And all of this is possible through accountability and weekly coaching. So, all of this is available to you if that is something that you seek. However, today's mindful message and a way to get tuned into that part of this feed and everything that I'm offering. Today's mindful message came straight into the inbox for those of you that subscribe to it. It's a new thing that I am doing, so I'm excited to share that with you. Weekly, I'll be sharing a different mindful message, which comes with divine inspiration, meditation, maybe a video on breath work that I've done, meditation that I've loaded on Insight Timer, or different inspirations, quotes, and reels to help get you through the week and inspire you to align to your divine within. So I love being a soul alignment guide, and that is my blessing to you all. So today's topic was about trusting yourself and to stop gaslighting yourself. And before we get into why, a little bit of story of my background is growing up in Chicago. I had been in some traumatic situations. I grew up in a family where the parents fought all the time. There was a lot of negative self-sabotaging thoughts that I grew up with in school, not having really good friends. There was a mix of good friends and friends that make you feel really bad. And so growing up in that environment, I kind of allowed myself to be swayed by the thoughts, desires of others, the gossip of others, the things that really bring your vibe down and make you start to question, to the point of inferiority, of feeling like I wasn't good enough, of feeling like I wasn't good enough to reach a certain level of likeliness or love or finding partnership or finding a best work environment for myself. So I had been stuck in a rut for many years, living life on default, to the point where I've wanted to end my life. And this is very triggering to some. So please, I hold a very deep space for you. This is real. And these self sabotaging thoughts can poison your soul. They can poison you to the point where you don't think you're valuable enough. You don't think you're worthy enough. You don't think that you can meet at a certain level or frequency of other people. And then feeling all of this self doubt and self sabotaging poison that you inflict upon yourself turns into mental illnesses, it turns into illnesses in your body, it turns into reactivity, and it makes you react from places that are not calm. It makes you react from places of hurt. And a friend shared with me, hurt people hurt people. So if you're one of those people that feel like you're hurting people, you're reacting, you're not really getting grounded in who you are and how you show up, this very well could be for you. So I've typed a couple of examples. It's in the comments, and this is about gaslighting yourself. So, this is about saying things to yourself in your head, in your mind's eye, and believing it to be truth for you, thus keeping you on a same frequency of low vibration, low frequency, bad thoughts, negativity, feeling dull, feeling depressed, feeling unworthy, all of these things that could really make our day feel nasty and bad and just unable to get through and move on and just go about your day. Can you imagine a life that feels light and loving and prosperous and confident and full of excitement towards the next thing, that you don't feel there's enough time in the day to do all the things that you want to do? That is living an aligned life. That is living in your truth and your purpose. So if you're feeling like you're not living in your truth and you're not living in your purpose, you could be self-sabotaging yourself, gaslighting yourself, saying negative things to yourself that don't create a really happy environment for that. And so this weekend, I'll be hosting a workshop at Shebang here on the Central Coast about taking a pause from self sabotage, to really stop that inner critic from ruling the show, from making decisions for you, for living the life on default. There are ways to get through that. And so one of the things, so there's a happy, there's a sad, and there's a happy. There's a the mindful message. If you've got this in your inbox, you could go deeper and see it in the thread. The sad faces will say all the things on the left that say, oh, maybe it's all in my head. I shouldn't be feeling this way. I shouldn't be upset. I'm sure they didn't mean it. Or I don't deserve to be happy. If this sounds familiar, these are just some examples of thoughts of gaslighting yourself, of saying things to yourself that just come up from the default, come up from the pain, come up from all the shame that you've been living. And to turn that around and make it a more pleasant experience and to give yourself self-love, to fill your cup, you got to start to change that inner dialogue, that inner self-critic. Otherwise, you'll be living from a place of pain and reactivity and pushing people further and further away from you, not aligning to the right people, partnerships, and work and love. And so it's really important to realize when you're self-sabotaging, when you're gaslighting yourself, when you're feeling all of the things that make you feel unwell. The rainbow's coming up in the background. I'm so excited. This is part of the day where my rainbow decal comes through. So I'm going to give you the shameful gaslighting version, and I'll just give you the positive version of that. So the alternative of how to kind of sort of reframe that thought, right? So maybe it's all in my head. Maybe it's all in my head. If you're thinking this to yourself, the upside to that is my experiences are real and they are valid. So to not gaslight yourself, to not say that it's all in your head, you can say my experiences are real and they're valid. When you're feeling low, when you're feeling sad, when you're feeling all these things that you think you shouldn't be thinking, my experiences are real and they are valid. And you could say that to yourself. Feed it to yourself. Give yourself nourishment in the mental space. Give yourself a little bit of that ease, taking a pause from the self-sabotage, right? A second one. I shouldn't be feeling this way. I shouldn't be feeling this way. You're just gaslighting yourself for feeling a certain way. And the upside to that is, if it's sticking with me, it must be a trigger. Where do I need to heal? Using that as your medicine. I shouldn't be feeling this way. Using it as your medicine. If it's sticking with me, it must be a trigger. Where do I need to heal and what do I need to heal? And sitting with that for a moment. Understanding that you're feeling that way for a reason, right? You're feeling that way for a reason. It's coming up intuitively. Don't doubt yourself, sweetie. You're feeling that way for a reason, right? Another one, a third one about gaslighting yourself. Sad face. I shouldn't be upset. I'm sure they didn't mean it. I just shouldn't be upset. I'm sure they didn't mean it. And the upside to that is, even if they didn't mean it meanly, it still hurt me. And that's valid. Your feelings are valid. What you feel is real. What you feel, you can reframe those thoughts. And if you're following along, drop a comment below. Let me know that this resonates with you. Perhaps share a self-sabotaging thought that you've had and then an upside to it. This is allowing you the space to kind of reflect. And the last one that I want to share, the fourth one, it's the sad face. It's I do not deserve to be happy. I don't deserve to be happy. Pause. How self-sabotaging is that? If you find yourself saying, I don't deserve to be happy, why? Why do you say that to yourself? Just know it's coming from a place of pain. It's coming from a place of poison, of the self-poison, the self-doubt. The upside to that is my past mistakes don't define my future. So instead of saying I don't deserve to be happy and affirming that for yourself and affirming that for yourself, try to say something lighter, a little more loving. Perhaps my past mistakes don't define my future. How does that resonate? How does that sit with you? Does it feel a little bit more light and loving? Does it feel like lightness, effortlessness? And if it feels a little difficult, then it might mean this is where you need some more work, some more healing, some more of that self-love to cultivate within you so you can create a really beautiful mental wellness place of the frequency of love and stop feeding yourself with the self-doubt. So, if any of that resonated with you, if you did receive the mindful message in your inbox today, all my Elemental Serenity subscribers, I would love to hear below if you got it. And I'd love for you to share some takeaway. Maybe perhaps share with me the self sabotaging thought if you're willing to share. I'm here to hold space and it's private. I'm here to share. You could just send that inbox to me since you received it. And then share with me your homework being, I hate homework, I hate the sound of homework, but the reflections for your soul, how can that be reframed? How can you, smiley face, turn that into something a little more light and loving despite all the darkness, despite all the things that you might be feeling? So I hope that might resonate with you. There's a couple of them in the comments for you to see them physically written out. And there's also the link for you to opt in and subscribe to get the rest and release negative thought patterns meditation in your inbox. And then you click the other one to subscribe to the mindful messages, as I'll be sending out new ones every week. So I'm so thankful that we tuned in for this quick 11-minute little video. Again, I'm Honeybee, and I am here to be your soul alignment guide. I'm happy to continue sharing these mindful messages, so stay tuned. I'll be adding more lives soon, and I hope that this has brought a little lightness and love to your day. And share it with somebody that you feel needs a little love, a little self-love, a little bit of a hug, virtual hug from all of us in the virtual webs that are holding space for all of y'all. You are doing great, and you're doing fine. Let's close out the space with a deep, juicy breath. Sending love to your source, to God, to whoever that you want to send love to in this moment in time. Breathing in new life. Exhale, let it go, release it, let it flow out. Bringing your hands to heart center, bowing your chin towards your hands, honoring your beautiful light and your beautiful love within. And taking that light and love, just bringing it right back into yourself. Filling your cup, your love cup. Filling that cup right up. Dear friends, it's all is on time and all is divine, and infinite blessings to you and yours. And I hope to see you and get all the comments from this post and all that you want to share. So I'll see you soon, friends. Ciao.